Lesson 15, tape measurements from the nut to the fingerboard from Learn Violin Fast, Book 1. Knowing where to place your fingers is one of the most challenging things for new beginner violins. As such, most beginners will get tapes. My favorite tape to use is an automotive pinstriping tape. White is the easiest to see. 1/8 of an inch vinyl automotive piece of tape. What you can do is you can cut about 1.5 to 2 inches off a long piece of tape. You take the backing piece off and you're going to slide under the strings into place so that way it'll be easy to see where to place your fingers. We're going to talk about the measurements next, but make sure you don't use paper tapes. I know there's some products on the internet that are paper tapes that come in those strips and they're silver or gold or whatever colors, but you got to remember that paper absorbs moisture and dirt and oils most importantly. So if you place paper, it's going to first of all not last very long, but then also it's going to absorb a lot of that dirt. So highly recommend to use a vinyl automotive pinstriping tape. White is the easiest color to see, but you can use any color that you'd like. Also 1/4 inch is fine, but it's a little bit thick. 1/8 inch is better. And the vinyl doesn't absorb any oil, so it's a lot more hygienic than paper products. So if you were to measure on a full-size violin, it's about 34 centimeters. So if you're going to figure out to place where the tapes are, you could get a tape measure from where the nut ends, and you could mark with a pencil, right? Your first, second, third, and fourth tapes. They also sell products where you can place a whole strip under the fingerboard. I'm not a big fan of that. It's a lot easier to take off the vinyl pinstriping tapes. You could use a measuring stick, or you can also do the following. If you know someone that is a little bit more advanced, or you know how the notes should sound. So for example, if you're on the G string and you know that this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, what I do when I have to put tapes on students' instruments is I just plug through what the notes should be, and then with the pencil mark where my fingers are. Then I cut a longer piece of tape, 2 inches about long. I slide them under the strings above the fingerboard, place them in the pencil mark, wrap them around, and that will have your tapes that you can easily take off later. But tapes are much easier to start. You just know that the first tape, first finger, it gets you started and learning music much faster. So you can look up exact measurements for your correct size violin. If you have a full size, you could use those measurements. Those measurements are also in the book, the Learn Violin Fast Book 1. You can also just by ear figure out where your fingers go, mark it with a pencil, and put tapes there. If you don't have the vinyl tapes, you could also use the blue masking tape, but that's going to leave a sticky residue and it's going to slide around after a little bit of time. So again, highly recommend just ordering or getting from a store vinyl pinstriping tape or any kind of vinyl tape that is not paper-based, so it will not absorb sound. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.